Okay, rolling right along. We're now joined in the infield media center by driver number 29, Shell Pennzoil Chevrolet, our points leader, Kevin Harvick. Kevin, thoughts about coming back here to race at Infineon?
Yeah, I'm excited. I really enjoy the road racing. Obviously, I've been fortunate to race here for a long time, so look forward to getting going. And obviously, it's our first road course race of the year, and hopefully we can have a good weekend and leave here happy.
All right, we'll continue on with questions. Again, as courtesy, state your name and affiliation. We'll go Jenna and then Dave Rodman.
Jenna Fryer, AP. Kevin, I spoke with you here this time last year, and it just, you were stuck in the points. You didn't know where the team was headed. You had no answers. Everything was, that's a question for Richard, and I don't know how to fix it. What is, if you can summarize, I guess, just the night and day differences between these 365 days and what's gone right?
Well, I think a lot of those answers were, the reason that we deferred a lot of them to Richard is because really he was the only one that had the answers and the keys to the door, I guess you could say, to open it and move things around. So, I think there's been a lot of restructuring of the management, and as we've always had the tools to use, but now they're getting used a lot more and a lot more correctly than what they were before. So, I think that, he really held the keys to the whole situation, and he moved a lot of people around. He made Scott the competition director, and in return, Scott uses Kent Day as our engineering head. He's given them some leeway to do the things that they thought they needed to do, and everybody seems to be a little more in tune as far as team to team and setups and things like that. But the second piece of that equation is just the amount of money that it took to put into the building 4 new fleets of cars halfway through the year last year and taking a new direction with the engineering stuff. So it's just it's really a lot of stuff that he put into place to get it all turned around.
Do you think you're there?
I think we're close. I don't think we're that far off. We've lost a couple races that we had a chance to win. We've won a couple that we've had a chance to win with the shootout and Talladega. So last week was really the first week we've had where we just didn't have the speed, but that's just kind of been one of our Achilles heels at Michigan over the years. So I think we're close. We still have to get better, but we're at least a top 5 car.
Kevin, Dave Rodman, NASCAR.com. Question kind of looking beyond this weekend, but at what point do you really start preparing for the chase in earnest, and how do you balance the current race weekend against chase preparation?
I think you have to start preparing for it now. It just takes so long to put the plans into place to get different things built than what's already in production. We can produce the current cars that we have and the current things on the car fairly easily. But when you start going in and you start making new parts and new pieces and having to get the CNC shop scheduled because our CNC shop handles most CNC shops handle a lot of the motor parts and pieces. So everything has to get a little bit better, and obviously the stuff that we've been doing is good, but you see the 11 running good, and you just got to hit that streak right. You need to hit that streak that the 11's on, but you need to hit it in the chase. And make it count.
Okay, we've got Brett, and we'll come over to Mark, and then Lee.
Brett McMillan from PRN. A couple weeks you're going to run at Daytona, last race on this surface. When they resurface it, any feel for how it's going to change the show come February?
I think it'll just, I think the show's going to be exciting. I think it's going to look a lot like Talladega, but obviously the racetrack is a tremendous amount narrower. So it'll be exciting, and it'll go back to just like Talladega. It'll be zero handling whatsoever. It'll just be, bring the fastest car that you have and play the chess match throughout the day and try to stay out of trouble and put yourself in position for the end. So it's going to look a lot like Talladega, just on half the racetrack.
Mark Milton from Sun FM here in town. This is a tight track. Most of the wins come from the drivers who have placed in the top 10. You're the points leader. How does your road racing skills match up? Do you see it as a liability? Are you at all worried about a slip up this weekend, or are you confident going in?
There's always a possibility for a slip up no matter where you are. last year we had a good car and I hit the tires in turn 11 and knocked the right front suspension off. So I mean, it just takes one mistake, and there's a lot of chances to make a mistake around here. But we've always fared fairly well at the road course stuff, and we've won at Watkins Glen. We've been close to winning here, and we just got to go out and do what we do on a normal basis, and the strategy is gonna play into a lot of things that happen this weekend. So you got to make sure your fuel mileage is good, and along with your car handling and all those other things. But strategy is still, once you get to that top 10 car, top 15 car, you still have to have the right strategy to win the race.